As an independent artist, where do you get started to ensure that you're getting all the money and benefits that you're entitled to? I'm Emcee Graffiti of One Ton Soup Productions, and I'd like to answer some of those questions for you. First, I'd like to talk about PROs, or Performance Rights Organizations. There's a bunch of PROs available. There's BMI, ASCAP, and CSAC, just to name a few of the bigger ones. The primary goal of these organizations is to collect royalties on behalf of the artists that are signed with them. If a song of yours is played on the radio, a jukebox, or performed as a cover, you're entitled to a payout. Venues, radio stations, and other artists report what works are being played. Radio stations keep a log of played content and report it back to PROs, which is how your organization knows to pay you. Radio stations also pay a licensing fee to lease out the music that they play. Part of that fee goes to performance rights organizations, which in turn comes back to you. Venues pay a fee to have a license so that they can have live music or pre-recorded played at their establishments. Part of that fee also goes to PROs. Artists that cover songs are supposed to register it with their PRO. If that cover song gets radio play, stream play, anything, it's registered back to you as the original artist, so you should receive a portion of any revenue that they get for those plays. Different organizations cover different royalty collections, different benefits, so you really want to make sure that you do your research and find out which PRO is best for you. The big catch for you getting paid as an artist is you have to let your PRO know when and where you've performed. You have to make sure that your songs are registered with this PRO, as well as the dates, the shows, the venues, anything that they need to ensure that you can get a payout. Now, I'm sure many of you are familiar with this next service, and that's distribution. Companies like DistroKid, CD Baby, and TuneCore offer a wide range of services, but their primary goal as a distributor is to get your material out to stores, whether they be physical or digital. Oftentimes, these distributors also collect a certain portion of royalties that are owed to you. Distributors basically act as the middleman between the artist and the platforms that are willing to host your work. Now, here's a few often overlooked royalty collection services. To collect non-interactive stream royalties from services like Pandora, Muzak, or Slacker Radio, I use SoundExchange. SoundExchange specializes in collecting non-interactive stream royalty, and honestly, I don't really know of any other companies that do it. And the reason that they're called non-interactive services is because you don't get to choose what's being played. Additionally, to collect foreign royalties as well as Google Content ID, you want to use a service like SongTrust. Now, as I mentioned before, different companies offer different services. Something like CD Baby has kind of an all-in-one package that'll cover all of your royalty collections as well as additional services. Some, like DistroKid, which is what I use, only cover the streaming royalty collection from the specific groups that they work with. It's really important that when you're choosing a PRO or a distributor, you make sure that you know what is being covered, and you want to make sure that you're still getting all of your royalties. You got to make sure that you're getting your performance royalties, your store sales royalties, streaming, interactive and non-interactive, as well as foreign and content ID. Now, the last thing that's often overlooked by artists is copyrighting your material with the US government. While there is a natural copyright for original works that you've created, it's still not recognized by the US government unless you've gone to the government's website to copyright your material. One big thing, especially for us hip-hop artists, is that you have to make sure that anything you're registering with the US government to copyright is actually 100% yours. That you own the original works, that you own the lyrics, the music, any sounds, anything that has to do with it, you have to be the owner, so that there can't be any room for dispute later on. If there's anything that you'd like to register with the US government for copyright, and you're questioning whether or not it falls into that category, you might want to talk to a lawyer. I'm not a law expert, but if you do have any concerns about it, I would highly recommend speaking to a lawyer. So to recap on the services and what I specifically use, for my performance rights organization, I use BMI. I've been a member with them since 2008. For my distribution, I go through DistroKid. I've been with them now for 2 years. All of my non-interactive stream collection, I use SoundExchange. And for foreign collections and Google Content ID, I use SongTrust. All right, so if you got any questions or think I overlooked something, let me know in the comments or hit me up on social media. If this video has helped you out, consider giving it a like. If you dig the other videos that are on this channel, you should totally United States of smash that subscribe button. I appreciate your time. Hope you dig it. Thanks for watching. Peace.